Hello, my loves. You haven't seen my face or Fredward's face for like 3 weeks already. I bet you guys missed me. Seriously, I bet you did. Tonight's episode, we're going to talk about urban legends. They're actually just little clips of 16 different urban legends. And at the end of this, in the comments, I want you guys to, out of the 16, I want you to pick one that you want me to elaborate on a little bit more. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to do a special on one of those urban legends. So that's what we have in the works for tonight. Also, I wanted to brag up my merch a little bit. So if you like the content and you want to help support me and the channel, I'll post my website. You can go in and check out the merch. I got all kinds of designs for the Red Mistress stuff, any type of horror stuff. And I'm pretty sure you'll absolutely love it. I'm wearing this one, and Fredward is wearing the same, only in t-shirt form, because it is the favorite, apparently. Like, everybody's buying this one up. So if you want to go ahead and check that out after we're done with the episode, awesome. Thank you for the love and support. So, okay, tonight is 16 chilling urban legends guaranteed to make you lose sleep tonight. Oh, yes, here we go. Urban legends are stories we all love to hear and love to be scared by. Everyone can relate to these spooky tales that send chills up your spine. They start early, too, as a teenager. You probably heard about that one desolate dirt road in your hometown that locals were convinced was plagued by witches or Satanists, or there was that dilapidated house high on the hill that was rumored to be haunted. Everywhere you go, there are urban legends within that town, that space, that building, wherever. We've all heard at least one in our lifetime. So, we'll carry on with the 16 creepiest urban legends. One is Dudleytown. There's an eerie town in Connecticut that locals refer to as a dark vortex. Rumor has it that if any visitor steals an artifact from the area, they will have a horrible curse put on them. Moreover, visitors have reported seeing orbs of light, wolfish black shadows, and hearing disembodied voices. That's one of the creepiest things to me. Disembodied voices. The Topper is a mysterious group that calls themselves the Dark Forest Association that regularly patrols the grounds. So that's Dudleytown. 2, Arizona's Skinwalkers. There's a lot of talk about Skinwalkers. There's a lot of story of Skinwalkers. I think it's a Native American legend. It started out as that. I think that they truly believe in Skinwalkers, and all the research I've done and the stories I've heard, I kind of do too. So, Arizona Skinwalkers. Driving through a desolate desert at night is creepy enough. However, throw a shape-shifting half-human monster into the mix and you're bound to be scared silly, right? Am I right, Frederick? He's always fucking scared. He's scared shitless. Look at him. Arizona Skinwalker urban legend has become so entrenched in the state's culture that back in 1987, when a Navajo woman was found brutally murdered in Flagstaff, Arizona, the defense team said that the gruesome attack could have only been committed by a skinwalker. And that was coming from professionals. So that's a little bit eerie. I got tingles with that one. Number 3, 7 Gates of Hell. A lot of us have heard this one. Though the state of Pennsylvania may be scenic, it can also be super spooky. The 7 Gates of Hell is a modern tale that centers around a burnt-down asylum in a heavily wooded area of York County. People claim that anyone who passes through all 7 gates is sent straight to hell. So now, does that mean like the rest of your living life is a hell, or the afterlife you go to hell, or whatever? Whichever one it is, it's really fucking scary. Don't you agree? Number 4, The Watcher. There was actually a Netflix series, I believe, either Netflix or Hulu, called The Watcher. I ended up watching it, and it was actually really freaking good. Well, this is based actually on a true story, so it's not necessarily an urban legend. A New Jersey urban legend that crept its way to viral fame in 2015 was The Watcher. It's a tale of a young family moving into their dream home in Westfield, Shortly after they had settled in, they begin receiving anonymous letters signed by the Watcher. The writer claimed that it was his duty to watch over the house and filled the letters with chilling lines such as, "Do you need to fill the house with the young blood I requested?" Even worse, the inhabitants of the house are still receiving creepy letters to this day. They have no idea who's sending them. Return to sender doesn't work. It's fucking creepy, right? Number 5. This is one of the more famous urban legends everywhere. Bloody Mary. We all know her. We all fear her. One of the most famous urban legends in the myth of Bloody Mary. Go into a room, turn the lights out, look into the mirror while saying her name 3 times, and your girl, Mary, will then appear. I advise not to do it alone. Okay. In the earliest versions of this tale, the story goes that an unwed woman would see the face of the man she'd marry in the glass. However, if she were destined to die alone, she would see a skull. The story eventually evolved into something more sinister. Her participants would see the bloody face of the evil spirit. Do you dare summon Bloody Mary? Like I said, I wouldn't do it alone. I mean, it is kind of a fun thing to do if you're having a sleepover or just with your friends hanging out, just want to spook the shit out of each other. But yeah, never alone. Never alone. Take some salt with you for protection. This is coming from Witchy Girl here. Take some salt. The 6th one is the 13th child, the Jersey Devil. I've heard a little bit about this, but I kind of want to elaborate on this maybe later, at a later date. So way back in 1735, a woman who lived in the expansive woods of New Jersey's secluded Pine Barrens cursed the birth of her 13th child. I'm sure she was like, good God, how do I make this stop? Well, we figured out these days how to make that stop. These legs, close them. Her 13th child was born a freak of nature. The bat-winged and cloven-hoofed creature has been terrorizing the area ever since. Sightings became so widespread that it's rumored that the Philadelphia Zoo posted a $10,000 reward for the capture of the beast. For more info on the Jersey Devil, check out our favorite monsters from Urban Legends. Okay, number 7. Chupacabra. This legendary monster is said to roam the deserts of New Mexico and resembles a bear-sized dog with spikes along its back and glowing eyes. It can fly and sucks the blood of cattle and other livestock. In fact, the name Chupacabra literally translates to goat sucker. What a shitty name to have, but this thing sounds absolutely fucking terrifying. I would not want to be roaming wherever and run into this sucker. Goat sucker. Nah, no thanks. The Licked Hand. This is actually a short little horror story, but it gives me chills to my very fucking core. Maybe it'll do that to you too. Okay, The Licked Hand. If you're a pet lover, skip on to the next tale, please. This brutal urban legend depicts a scared young girl who is spending the night home alone for the very first time. While trying to sleep, she hears an anonymous dripping noise coming from her bathroom. Too spooked to investigate, she curls up under the covers, reaching down to find reassurance in her faithful dog who is licking her hand. The next morning, she decides to investigate the strange sound, only to find her beloved pet slaughtered on the bathroom floor, and a terrifying message written in blood across the bathroom wall. Humans can lick hands too. That, yeah, chills instantly. That freaks the shit out of me. Love it. Love it. Number 9, Bunny Man. Despite the adorable name, Bunny Man is anything but. A dude from Virginia, Bunny Man, dresses up as a rabbit and kills people with a fucking axe. There's also an entire bridge named after the axe murderer, Bunny Man Bridge. Around Halloween time, this guy is said to go around skinning innocent rabbits and hanging the bodies on Bunny Man Bridge. Feel free to see for yourself this October. So this is actually like a thing, like literally there's like dead rabbits hung all over from this bridge. Now I don't know if this still is a specific bunny man that is doing this, or people just carry out the urban legend. You know, they have to continue on with it, spook everybody out. Number 10, Polybius. And I don't know if I said that right. I hope I did. But vintage video gamers have been talking about this strange arcade game since the early 1980s called Polybius. Polybius? This game supposedly has strange and sometimes lethal effects on its players. It can prompt feelings of amnesia, disorientation, and even suicide. That is really sad. Moreover, men would occasionally visit arcades to gather data from the game before vanishing. Was this game some type of awful CIA experiment? Does the government know something we don't know? Of course they do. But we're not supposed to say nothing. Sadly, since arcades are a thing of the past, we'll never know. I just want to add something to that. Arcades are actually coming back. And as an 80s kid, I am so fucking excited about that because they were such a big part of my childhood. It was so much fun. Like, this generation, you really need to check it out. Arcades, there's so many awesome memories made there. Yeah, you guys spend a little bit of money. You can't sit in your basement and play PlayStation or whatever. You have to be social, you know. But it's a great thing. It's really, really good thing. So if you have an arcade in your hometown, go check it out if you haven't. Because it's awesome. You'll make so many good memories there, I promise you. Okay, the next urban legend, number 11, we all have heard of this one, and this is probably one of the very first ones I ever heard of, the hook. This creepy urban legend tells the story of a serial killer with a hook for a hand. The slasher would attack couples in parked cars in remote areas that were get busy, if you know what I mean. And one time, a couple heard a scraping sound on the car door, and they drove off in fear. They were like, fuck that, we don't know what that is, but we're getting the hell out of here. So they drove off in fear. When they were safe distance away, they got out to inspect the car, and they found the serial killer's hook lodged in the fucking door. How scary is that? Oh my God. I love that story. I always have. It's a great one. Number 12, this one is fucking gross, okay? So just bear with me. The spider bite. If you hate spiders, this one isn't for you. This one will surely keep you up at night. As the story goes, a woman traveling in some foreign land returns home with a big pimple on her face. Despite her many attempts to alleviate the zit, it turns into a huge boil. One night, the boil pops. Imagine that sound. And hundreds of baby spiders emerge from the woman's flesh. Fuck me running. I'm out of here. That is so gross. I could not even imagine. I'd probably rip my own goddamn face off. Ugh. Fredbird, gross. It's creepy, man. 13. Screaming Jenny. Jenny, a poor woman with no family, lived along the B&O Railroad in Harpers Ferry, West Virginia. One day, she was warming up broth over a campfire. A spark flew from the fire and caught her dress. As Jenny screamed for help, the fire grew bigger and bigger, engulfing her in flames. That's very, very sad. In a last chance attempt, she fell onto the train tracks, trying to get the attention of an approaching train, but it was too late, and the train hit Jenny. Today, people claim that on the anniversary of her death, Jenny's burning ghost can be seen on the very same West Virginia tracks. Some say you can still hear her screams late at night. So this poor woman started on fire and then got hit by a fucking train. Yeah, I can see why she's pissed and she's haunting the place. It's terrible. But if you're one of those that wants to go check things out like that, that'd be a good one. Go check out. Let me know if there's a screaming ghost lady there, because I might drive and go check it out. 14. Mercy Brown and the New England Vampire Panic. This is actually another one that I would like to elaborate on in the future sometime. So let's check it out. In 1800s, Rhode Island, People believe that tuberculosis was caused by the dead consuming their surviving family members. There was only one way to deal with this sort of vampire activity. That's what they called it. It's funny, huh? They would dig up the remains of the dead and burn the bodies. The most famous instance of that would be that of Mercy Brown. Mercy's whole family got tuberculosis, and it was assumed that she caused it to happen, so her grave was dug up. According to onlyinmystate.com, there were little signs of decomposition, and the body had appeared to have changed positions. It changed positions after it was buried. Though there are several scientific explanations for these occurrences, there is still a popular opinion that she, Mercy Brown, was indeed a vampire. Vampire. Mercy Brown's gravesite remains one of the spookiest places in Rhode Island. So, Rhode Island is definitely going on my list of places I need to check out because that sounds fucking awesome. I want to go check it out. Okay. Number 15, Petrified Forest. The Escalante Petrified Forest in Utah is one of the most beautiful state parks in the U.S. But like many beautiful places, it also has a truly sinister urban myth. People believe if you leave the petrified forest with a piece of petrified wood, you'll be cursed with bad luck for the rest of your mother effing life. Forever and ever. And ever. While there's no proof that the legend is true, we advise leaving the petrified wood behind if you visit the park. Just saying, you should probably leave it. Why would you chance it? Why? For a piece of wood? Come on. I kind of want to have a little piece for my collection, but I won't. Number 16, Mini Washutu. I don't know how to pronounce that. I do not. It's called the Missouri River Monster. We'll just go with that. Okay. The Missouri River Monster is one of many North Dakota urban legends. I'm from North Dakota. I've never even heard about this. This state is not that big, and I can't believe I've never heard about this. Well, I guess I'm hearing about it for the first time, probably like you are too. Okay, one of the many North Dakota urban legends. In the spring, the creature swims upriver, breaking up the leftover ice from the previous winter. Sounds harmless, right? Wrong. The story goes that if you see North Dakota's most legendary monster in broad daylight, you go insane. That explains a lot. There's a lot of insane people here in North Dakota. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. But no, there's a lot of lovely people in North Dakota. North Dakota is a small state, but it's a lovely state. So, okay, I just read you 16 of the most creepiest urban legends that will make you lose sleep tonight. Maybe they won't. Maybe they weren't that scary. If you were listening to this with all the lights off and by yourself, then maybe you would be more scared, right? Right. That's our episode for tonight. So I apologize for not being able to do any episodes for the last 2-3 weeks. I've been super busy. I'm releasing an album. I sing and write, and I'm releasing my first album. It was actually something on my bucket list. I've also just been busy with other things, with my website, merch store, some art, and I've also been really sick, and I'm taking care of some health stuff right now. So I'm working hard on putting the pieces back together and just really getting my shit together so we can keep going with this, The Red Mistress and Amber Ray Entertainment. My name is Amber Ray. I do all kinds of stuff, music, acting, art, all kinds of shit, modeling. You should check it out. Check out the website. I am going to post the website somewhere underneath this video. If there's a link or a link area or a bio or something like that, I'll post it. If you do, like I said earlier, if you do love the content and you want to help support me and the channel, I would absolutely love it if you would check out my shop. I have some of the coolest merch, and I'm going to be adding merch tonight too. But this is our most popular design for the Red Mistress, the horror stuff. I also have like skull stuff, bloody stuff, bloody hand and shit like that. You'll love it. Just check it out. At least just check it out. And the other good part, about my store. Anytime you buy anything, there's free shipping. Always. Forever. Like there's never any charge for shipping. So that's cool. But yeah, so I wanted to say that. Let me know in the comments which of the 16 urban legends you would like me to dig into a little bit deeper, and I will get you that story either Tuesday or Wednesday this coming week. So, okay. There you have it. There's our episode. Fredward, say goodnight to the lovely people. He can't. He's already sleeping. Or dead. He's been dead for a long time. Anyways, check out the merch and let me know what you think of it. And also in the comments, make sure you let me know which of the 16 you would like to hear about on Tuesday or Wednesday. Thank you so much for checking out the episode, and I will see you soon. Good night.